Hello, Financial Futures community. Welcome back to another fantastic day of financial insights. In today's video, we're diving into some key topics, including the states that still tax a portion of your Social Security benefits, and a new bipartisan bill that could provide funding to Ukraine while addressing border security. But before we delve into the main content, do me a quick favor by giving this video a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more updates. So, let's get started with a pressing issue. In 2024, there are still 10 states that tax a portion of your Social Security benefits. These states include Colorado, Connecticut, Kansas, Minnesota, Montana, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Utah, Vermont, and West Virginia. However, there's some good news on the horizon. West Virginia is making strides to eliminate the personal income tax on Social Security. Governor Jim Justice has proposed a 3-year phase-out plan under a bill advanced by the House Finance Committee. The committee aims to provide a tax break for seniors while being cautious about the state's budget. The proposed Social Security exemption is part of a broader plan, including a state child independent care tax credit and an expanded senior citizen homestead property tax cut. This combined package is estimated to provide about $50 million in tax breaks. Moving to the federal level, the taxation of Social Security benefits is a growing concern. Over the years, more Americans receiving Social Security benefits have been subjected to federal taxes. The current tax brackets have not been adjusted for inflation, leading to a higher percentage of individuals paying taxes on their benefits. While there are bills aiming to eliminate the federal Social Security tax, their passage remains uncertain. Now, let's shift our focus to a new bipartisan bill introduced in Congress. With the foreign aid package facing challenges, lawmakers are seeking alternatives. The Defending Borders, Defending Democracies Act is an emergency funding bill that includes aid for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, along with provisions for border security. This bill allocates $66.3 billion to the Defense Department, with significant portions earmarked for Ukraine, Israel, and other regions. On the border security front, the bill proposes reinstating the Remain in Mexico policy for 1 year. This policy requires migrants seeking entry into the U.S. to return to the country they left while awaiting processing. However, not everyone is on board with additional foreign aid. Senator Rand Paul has voiced his objections, emphasizing the need to prioritize Americans' concerns over sending substantial funds to other countries. He argues that flooding huge sums of money into foreign nations, especially during times when a significant portion of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, does not align with the people's priorities. Paul questions the allocation of funds to Ukraine, pointing out expenditures on non-essential items like fashion brands and handbags. The bill's opponents argue that it reflects a Ukraine-first policy and highlights the disconnect between political elites and the everyday struggles of Americans. While foreign aid is crucial, the ongoing debate emphasizes the need for a careful balance that addresses domestic issues without neglecting global responsibilities. Let's jump into our next topic. Today's show promises to be an electrifying ride through news and insights that will leave you on the edge of your seat. But before we dive into the whirlwind of updates, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay informed on all things stimulus related. Now, let's jump right into the heart of the action. Picture this: chaos is in the air, tech gremlins are wreaking havoc, but we're not backing down. We've got a shiny new device, gearing up for shorter, punchier live streams, lightning bolts of breaking news in just 30 minutes. The struggle was real, but we're flipping the script, coming back stronger than ever. Here's the scenario: we're watching for a potential uptick in unemployment. Not a replay of the drastic shutdowns in 2020, but a surge over a few months where millions could find themselves jobless. But hold on, this isn't all doom and gloom. It's a trend we've seen before during economic downturns. As the unemployment rate climbs rapidly, lawmakers swing into action with massive stimulus packages, a lifeline for businesses and the economy. So, if you're on the lookout for signs of future stimulus checks, keep a close eye on that unemployment rate. It's the critical factor that has played a pivotal role in economic recovery throughout history. Recessions have consistently been accompanied by a surge in unemployment, leading to massive stimulus packages. History tends to repeat itself, and the patterns are there for us to learn from. Now, let's delve deeper into the relationship between unemployment rates and stimulus checks. When unemployment rates surge, it's a glaring indicator of economic distress. Governments respond with fiscal measures to stabilize the economy and mitigate the adverse effects of unemployment. Stimulus checks emerge as a primary tool, providing immediate relief, boosting consumer spending, and injecting liquidity into the economy. The rationale behind distributing stimulus checks during periods of high unemployment is rooted in economic theory and historical precedent. By infusing cash into the hands of consumers, these checks aim to break the cycle of reduced spending and investment, fostering growth and recovery. But now, let's shift the spotlight to the star of the show, Representative Torres. She's stepping up to tackle the Social Security 2100 Act head-on, not holding back against extremist Republicans aiming to cut Social Security benefits. With 67 million people hanging in the balance, she's raising her voice to say, "Not on my watch." But wait, let's talk about that 8.7% COLA increase. While it may sound like a victory lap, it's important to call a spade a spade. That bump was thanks to inflation running wild, not some stroke of genius. We need consistent raises, not just a one-time flash in the pan. As prudent individuals, we must avoid jumping to conclusions too quickly, especially when faced with potentially manipulated data. It's crucial to keep a vigilant eye on the situation, closely monitoring key indicators. If the financial situation deteriorates further, history suggests that Congress might resort to passing substantial relief packages, including another round of stimulus checks. The twist? The next round, if it materializes, will likely focus on economic recovery rather than COVID-19 relief. It's a strategic move to revitalize the economy and boost overall economic activity. Stimulus checks have proven to be effective tools during financial crises, injecting money directly into the hands of individuals and businesses. Before I sign off, let's address the elephant in the room. Can this Congress pass gas? It's time for action, maybe time to bring in a wild card like Rudy Giuliani for Speaker. We know he can pass gas, that's a given. But in all seriousness, it's time for our elected officials to step up and deliver. When it comes to Social Security reform, there's no room for empty promises or political games. Let's roll up our sleeves, hold our representatives accountable, and make real change happen. This is our moment, folks. Let's seize it with both hands. That's the end of today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos.